Welcome back to the channel, and today we have what I hope will be a fun and informative test between the neck P-90 pickups of two pretty inexpensive guitars. The P-90 seems to have had a resurgence in popularity the last few years, largely, I believe, based upon the influence of YouTubers who love the pickup. That's what caused me to want guitars with them. And these are two of the more affordable mainstream brand guitars that have P90s. Obviously, this Gretsch does not have a P90 in the bridge, so I will only be comparing the neck P90s. And they are both stock to these guitars. This is an Epiphone SG Special, entirely stock. It does have CTS pots, which come stock, but this is exactly how it would be out of the box. It retails for $449, I believe. This is a Gretsch Junior Jet Streamliner Club. I think G2215, I'm wanting to say, or something to that effect. The P90 version, obviously. It retails, depending on whether you can find it on sale or not, for I believe $350 to $400, in that range at the main online retailers. And of course, I'm talking in US dollars. So I'm going to play each guitar through a series of amps and pedals. We will do a blind comparison test, and we will come back to see the results. back. All those sound samples were recorded with a Shure SM57. None of the pedal or amp settings were changed, and these guitars were played one right after the other. So, the big reveal, the Epiphone was guitar A, the Gretsch was guitar B. To me, I thought the Epiphone maybe sounded slightly brighter and clearer, and the Gretsch sounded slightly fatter, but they were extremely similar. Of course, you can judge for yourselves what you thought of the sound samples. Both have 10 to 46 gauge strings on them. Both have wraparound lightning bar tail pieces. So the intonation is kind of, for the most part, is what it is on these guitars. There's a little bit of adjustment just back and forth, but not much. Both have 24 3/4 inch scale lengths, so standard Gibson scale lengths. Both have 12-inch radii. Obviously, both have neck P-90s. The Epiphone is mahogany with a set neck, just like the Gibson would be. The Gretsch is NATO, which is similar to mahogany, bolt-on neck. So, they're both great guitars. Another similarity, Indian Laurel fretboards on both, Graphtec nut, I believe, on the Epiphone, synthetic bone on the Gretsch. One advantage the Epiphone does have, stock with CTS pots. This does have the Gretsch, these small mini, I think they're Alpha branded pots. I might be wrong about that. They are the mini pots. But they're both great guitars for great prices. The Epiphone has a Big Brother Gibson version, which I have not played that one myself, but I've seen other videos of people saying that other than the nitrocellulose lacquer, which is not necessarily better, just different, there's virtually no difference in the guitars. Of course, I would recommend, if you're thinking about laying down, I think it's $1,600 for the Gibson, to play both. It doesn't come in this color at the moment. This is faded Pelham blue. And this one, I believe, comes in also a red. It's like sparkling burgundy or something like that as well. This is Sahara metallic for the Gretsch, and it comes in many different colors. But I would definitely recommend, if possible, playing this first. And of course, obviously, if you can't, playing both before spending an extra, would it be something like $11.50 on the Gibson? Again, talking in American dollars. And of course, the Gretsch, the inexpensive Gretches are fantastic. Full disclosure, I have not played one of the more expensive $2,500 plus ones, but I have seen on other YouTube channels that sometimes the inexpensive ones for actual playing and not collecting are better because they have modern playability features, and some of the more expensive Gretches are more dedicated to being truly vintage accurate, which is not always the best thing, such as the heel truss rod adjustments on my American Original Telecaster. Why it can't be up by the nut, I don't know, but I digress. They're both fantastic guitars. I would obviously, if you can, check them both out and see which one you like the best if you're looking for a P-90 equipped guitar. The biggest difference, obviously, is this one has a humbucker in the bridge and this one's dual P-90s, but they both have great P-90 sounds. They're both tremendous values, and I've played them both a ton, and I love them both. And I would not at all be tempted to spring for the more expensive version of this or a more expensive set neck Gretsch with a similar pickup configuration, if one could even be had outside of some type of custom shop situation. But again, I'm very familiar with these guitars. I play them both a lot, so if you have any questions, please leave them below. Please like and subscribe. And if you have anything you think I've missed, please comment. And until next time, keep on rocking.